A half of a basketball tournament at Greenwood High School is in the books, and now we have day 2 action of the 52nd annual Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament live right here at Greenwood High School in Millerstown in beautiful Perry County, Pennsylvania. After a tough loss for both these teams last night, they now go head-to-head in our third-place consolation game. And this matchup features the West Perry Lady Mustangs taking on the Newport Lady Buffaloes in Game 1 of Day 2 here in Greenwood. Hello, everyone watching on the Perry County Talk Sports Zone official page, as well as the PeCo Sports Zone YouTube channel. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball. It was a thrilling day yesterday, not so much for these two teams yesterday, as they both suffered a tough loss to open up their season. Both Newport and West Perry are 0-1 to start the year. The Susquehanna Blackhawks dominated Newport Buffalo 64-16, but before Greenwood getting a thrilling victory against the West Perry Lady Mustangs 46-39 last night in our nightcap. So we are set and ready to go for the 52nd annual Perry County Girls Basketball Tournament consolation game. The Perry County Athletic Directors welcomes you to the 2025-2026 Girls Basketball Tournament. The Perry County Athletic Directors would like to extend their sincere appreciation to the Newport Owls Club for sponsoring all Perry County tournaments and for their gracious financial support. The Owls' generosity plays a vital role in the success of our Perry County tournaments and in the scholarships provided to the student athletes from Newport, Susquehanna, West Perry, and Greenwood. Thank you for your support, and we hope you enjoy the tournament. Here we go with our starting lineups.
Position, she is junior, number 4, Gabby Benner. At another guard position, she is a junior, number 5, Emma Whistler. At guard, senior number 11, Jordan Briggs. At forward, she is a sophomore, number 24, Jillian Zerby. And finally, in another forward position, she is a sophomore, number 25, Eliza Benner. The Buffaloes are coached by Ed Geyer. He is assisted by John Cordillo and Josie Swartz. And now the starting lineup for the West Perry Mustangs. They are in home whites, white side on the scoreboard. First at guard, she is a freshman, number 12, Addison Lufer. At another guard position, she is a sophomore, number 22, Campbell Kolak. At a third guard position, she is a sophomore, number 24, Mariah Blumenshine. At one forward position, she is a junior, number 30, Haley Prowl. And at another forward position, she is a sophomore, number 40, Lily Denneker. The Mustangs are coached by Shane Geyer. He is assisted by Allison Howard and Bill Morrow. Our Star Spangled Banner will be performed prior to 7:30 p.m. game. Greenwood High School and the PIAA promote the highest ideals of good sportsmanship. Actions or language meant to demean contestants, team spectators, and officials are not.
Consolation game about to get underway here at Greenwood High School. After this, we'll have a very exciting Perry County Championship game between the hometown Greenwood Wildcats and Susquehanna Blackhawks. And there has to be a huge concern regarding for the West Perry Mustang sports fans, not just in girls basketball, but for pretty much every fan and for every West Perry team there is, because so far, as we're about halfway through the Perry County tournaments already through the school year, West Perry is still looking for their first Perry County championship in any sport. Susquehanna has already won 2 of those. Greenwood won the boys soccer tournament earlier this year that was hosted by West Perry. And then just a couple days ago, the Newport Buffaloes getting a new wrestling Perry County Championship. As we are underway here at Greenwood High School, the Newport Buffaloes are in the navy blue, while West Perry is wearing their home white uniforms. And it's a step out of bounds for Jillian Zerby, stepping past the baseline of the West Perry Lady Mustangs. will take over. A huge struggle for Newport yesterday was scoring chances, especially in the second half. The Newport Buffaloes only managed 2 points offensively in the second half. So here we go with the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Their scoring chances were fairly decent yesterday against Greenwood, especially in the second quarter where both teams were shooting back and forth, hitting all cylinders. And speaking of perimeter shot, a straightaway here for Addison Lufer, who had a 3-point yesterday. And just like yesterday, Addison Lufer gets the first 3 points of the game. That's a 3-point shot, good for Lufer. Ball tipped out of bounds by Mariah Bootenstein, Jordan Briggs. Will have the inbound pass. Pearson for the Buffaloes and take a shot right under the basket. It's Johnny Surrey, and the Lady Mustangs will retake it. Campbell Kolak going over to Luford. Good passing here and careful here. A wide open look, perimeter shot, and that is money for Addison Looper again. Addison Looper back to back from 3-point range. And just like that, it is 6-0 for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Yesterday for Newport facing Susquehanna, the Susquehanna Blackhawks had a 13-0 run in the first quarter before the Newport Lady Buffaloes got on the board. So the Lady Buffaloes and the inbound pass deflected by Letty Daniker. Ball goes out of bounds. The Lady Buffaloes will maintain possession. Of course, we have the Greenwood Athletic Director, Matt Bengelman, with us here today. And that pass is intercepted by Daniker. Daniker gets up and a great breakaway here, a 2-0 breakaway, and that is number 22, Campbell Kolak. Campbell Kolak had the big performance yesterday for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs against Greenwood. Campbell Kolak led the team in scoring of 18 points. First foul of the game here is on Allison Lufer. Pass and once again deflected. The West Prairie Lady Mustangs are doing a great job of intercepting these inbound passes. The defense has been on fire so far. Mariah Blumenstein perimeter 3 and off the mark. Rebounded by Gabby Benner. Lady Mustangs up by 8 in the early going. While these two teams just got dropped to 0-2 to start the year, well, yeah, we will start 1-1 through the first 2 games. Jump ball is called, and possession arrow pointing towards the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Shannon Dyer, third-year head coach for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs, looking on. He is assisted by Allison Howard. Ed Geyer is the Newport head coach. He is assisted by Josie Swartz. Looking on, trying to get Newport defense rolling here. 3-point shot, and that is Campbell Kolak. The West Prairie Lady Mustangs are now 3 for 4 from downtown so far in this game. And it's now an 11-0 run for Lady Mustangs. And Newport finally get on the board. And here comes a foul on Lady Mustangs. That's on Haley Prowl.
Personal foul called on West Prairie number 30, Haley Prowl.
And timeout is going to be called here for Newport. Newport takes a timeout. It is just a 30-second timeout. Is this potentially the biggest athletic year, the best athletic year in the history of Susquehanna High School? We see the Susquehanna Blackhawks right here already, and I mean, it's just been incredible for Susquehanna winning the field hockey tournament for Perry County, then winning the state championship earlier. About a month ago, Susquehanna Blackhawks won the cheerleading competition for Perry County. And earlier today, congratulations to the Susquehanna Blackhawks cheerleading squad winning the District 3 championship. The Newport Lady Buffaloes finished 4th in that same tournament.
At a timeout, Buffalo basketball.
Congratulations to Susquehanna. I mean, it really has been incredible athletic year for Susquehanna. We will see them later today in the Perry County Championship game. As we're back in action after the timeout. And it's a shooting foul. No, not a shooting foul. It's the second foul, however, on Haley Prowl. Jenny Serby to Benner. Elisa Benner goes over to Jordan Briggs. She takes a spin around, a spinner Rudy shot, and that will be no good. And the Lady Mustangs will take it back. Audrey Gartner now in for the Lady Mustangs. Back over to Addison Lufer. 3 3-pointers already for the Lady Mustangs. And now a clear lane down front, and getting the shot up is Campbell Kolak. Kolak will go to the line for the first time. First trip to the free throw line here tonight. Shooting foul is on Jillian Serby. That's the first foul for Newport here in this one. And first free throw for Kolak is good. The Brooklyn Wolf is checking in for the Lady Mustangs. Campbell Kolak was 4 for 6 yesterday from the line. And here she's 2 for 2 to start the day.
Entering the game for the first time for the Mustangs. I'm sorry, re-entering the game for the Mustangs is Maria Blumenstein.
Maria Blumenstein back in for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Jordan Briggs. Briggs under pressure. Elisa Better gets it back. Elisa Better back to Briggs. Briggs would get a shot. It goes behind the backboard, and that is considered out of bounds. The Lady Mustangs will take it back. A 13-0 run for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs, just like Susquehanna yesterday versus Newport. And the Lady Mustangs get a bigger run going here. A 3-point shot, and it's off the mark for Audrey Gardner. It's out of bounds. Newport ball. Newport got on the board on a free throw yesterday after giving up 13. Let's see how Lady Buffaloes get on the board here. And a shot under double coverage. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gabby Benner. The Lady Mustangs will keep it going. Again, yesterday, the Newport Buffaloes in the second half only had 2 points against Susquehanna in a lopsided victory for the Hawks. Here's Blumenstein. Blumenstein over to Brooklyn Wolf. One of 2 seniors on the West Prairie team this year, Brooklyn and Austin Wolf.
Stays over here.
It's a good defensive stop for Jillian Serby, even though it stays with the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. There's Allison Lufer. Lufer trying to get it in, and she does. And catch and shoot. 3-pointer no good. Offensive rebound. Missed the shot there, and a quick travel called on Elisa Benner. This ball is dribbled down. Mustangs, and there's a travel call on Lady Mustangs, this time by Audrey Gardner. 3:29 to go here in the first quarter. This is a good sign right here. Remember yesterday, the second semifinal last night, with 3 seconds to go in the third quarter, the scoreboard stopped working. But we had a chance to talk to the event director, Matt Bingaman, earlier, and we'll talk more about that as the breakaway shot goes right under the basket and out of bounds. The Lady Buffaloes will take over.
Entering the game for West Prairie for the first time is number 25, Elena Morrison.
Elena Morrison is now coming in for the Lady Mustangs. Now takeaway here for Blumenstein. Blumenstein will have a hard shot off the rim. Ball is still loose. A shot for Brooklyn Wolf, well short. A strong shot for Lady Buffaloes. Lady Mustangs, nice job keeping it in for Blumenshine. Blumenshine goes over to Campbell Kolak. Kolak goes back to Brooklyn Wolf. Clear lane and easy drive for Campbell Kolak. Campbell Kolak already has 9 points. Newport to get on the board. No offensive rebound. And now the Lady Buffaloes will get on the board on a field goal from Eliza Benner. A 15-0 run comes to end there. Blumenshine for free. Off the rim.
Jump ball call. Possession arrow points towards Newport. Entering the game for the Mustangs for the first time is number 13, Mia Smith. She's replacing number 22.
Mia Smith now coming in for the Lady Mustangs. Coming in for Campbell Kolak. Lady Buffaloes on the board, but they need a lot of work to do to get back into this game. And there's a shove. And that's the fourth. That'd be the fourth foul on West Perry. The first on Elena Morrison. Bonus now for the Newport Buffaloes. One more foul for West Perry will send a Newport Buffalo to the free throw line. And high shot off the glass, and it's good for Eliza Benner. Successful for Eliza Benner, who now has all 4 points for the Lady Buffaloes. I think they gave the wrong points to the wrong team. Yeah, it's up on the scoreboard. Now they fixed it. 15-4. And Brooklyn Wolf tried to do a little bit too much, going front, and she lost possession. Substitution coming for the Lady Mustangs is Alexis Yoder. Lady Buffaloes down by 11. Trying to get back into it. Eliza Benner has all 4 points. Here she has Jillian Serby. Serby all tangled up. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Newport. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. A very quick first quarter here. Here's Emma Whistler. Whistler had some foul troubles yesterday. And the shot goes off the backboard for Jordan Briggs. Off the side of it. Here's Blumenshine. Blumenshine. Back over to Alexis Yoder, or Mia Smith, excuse me. Shot for Smith. Off the glass, off the rim. And now foul here for the Lady Mustangs. And this is going to send a Newport Buffalo to the line. Mia Smith called on the foul. That's her first. Newport now in the bonus. Heading to the line is Emma Whistler. Whistler, first Newport player to go to the free throw line. West Perry Lady Mustangs fans making noise. Emma Whistler is solid for the first free throw. Emma Whistler only had 2 trips to the free throw line yesterday. She is 1 for 2. Here she's 2 for 2. Now the Newport Lady Buffaloes on a little bit of a run. 6-0 run after being down by 15. Lady Mustangs can hang on to the ball for the rest of this quarter. Up by 9 now. Newport Buffaloes, Ray tensing up the pressure a little bit. A long 2-point shot for Smith. Off the mark. Rebounded by Charlie Serby. Newport Buffaloes half time. They need to take a shot to get back into it. And a long shot, and it's going to be short off the basket. And that will take us to the end of a very quick first quarter. 15-6 for the West Perry Lady Mustangs. We'll be back for the second quarter here at Greenwood High School. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? Have you ever thought of becoming a referee for basketball? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that's PIAA.org. A 15-0 run for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs to start the first quarter, and then this first quarter ended with a 6-0 run for the Newport Lady Buffaloes. So here we go with the start of the second. The West Prairie Lady Mustangs up by 9. With the ball first. Good passing around here for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Blumenstein under double pressure. Back over to Campbell Kolak. Campbell Kolak, the freshman, had a stellar first game in her high school career yesterday. Here she takes the shot, and it's off the mark. Here comes Newport. And the wrestler having trouble and lost it to Lily Daniker. Daniker goes back to Blumenstein. Blumenstein goes down and 3-point corner shot for Kolak. Off the mark, offensive rebound, however. Kolak with a second chance from long 2 and off the back rim. Sandire giving instruction on the defense. Lady Danker gets an arm up and she commits the foul. So Lady Danker going to the Lady Danker with the foul and heading to the line is Elisa Benner. Newport Lady Buffaloes are trying to make a game out of this. Down by 9, trying to make it 8, and Benner is solid.
One more for Newport, Eliza Benner.
One more for Elisa Benner. And too strong. So 7-0 run now for the Lady Buffaloes. And good pass and long 2-point shot for Kolak. Offensive rebound, however, for Allison Lufer. Back to Lufer. Over to Kolak. And Blumenstein has room from the elbow. She shoots and it's off the back rim. Trying to get back, trying to stretch it away. And jump ball possession arrow pointing towards the Buffaloes. Once again, we want to thank you so much on the Prairie Kai Talk Sports Zone official page and those who are watching on the Prairie Kai Sports Talk YouTube channel. I am Alex Paul. Please let us know in the comments on where you are watching. Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching on Facebook? If you feel like it, tell us where you are. Where are you watching in the world? And a shot here, and that looked good for Jillian Serby. Dribbles around and off the mark. Now foul for Newport Buffalo. It's going to be the first on Emma Whistler. So far, it's been a fairly clean game for Newport Buffaloes. That's only the second team foul for Newport. The first on Emma Whistler. There's Kolak. Kolak, a dangerous pass back over to Blumenstein. Just barely got away from Jordan Briggs. There's Kolak again. Kolak and Briggs had a hand on that, and she gets a takeaway and a walk. It's called. That's tough. That's a tough call for the official, but it is the right call. Jordan Briggs took a step off sitting down. Hey, Mustangs being aggressive here on the inbound pass and getting the shot up. There was Haley Prowl. Jillian Serby called on her second foul, team second of the second quarter. And Haley Prowl going to the line for the first time tonight. Haley Prowl, first trip to free throw line this season, in fact. First one, too strong. Hey, Prowl, second free throw, solid. Very proud. That's her first point of the season. She was kept quiet in the scoring category yesterday, and a strong shot off the glass for Eliza Benner. Lady Mustangs take it back. Over to Blumenshine. Back to a 9-point game, and Blumenshine gets the shot up. The foul commences, and the Lady Mustangs will go back to the line this time for Mariah Blumenshine. Her first trip to the line tonight. And careful now for Jillian Serby. That's now her third personal foul. Strong for Blumenshine. And before the second free throw for Blumenshine, Newport is going to call their second timeout. And this is going to be a full timeout here for LA Buffaloes. We'll be back with 5:17 to go in the second quarter. West Prairie back up by 9. Back after a Newport timeout. A low scoring affair here in the first half so far. The Lady Mustangs up by 9. One more free throw coming up for Mariah Blumenshine. Just think, after today, all 4 teams in the next game will be on the road. We'll talk about that coming up later. Blumenshine with her second free throw coming up. And short. An offensive rebound. Long 2-point shot. That is good. For Allison Lufer, a 2-pointer. An offensive rebound. Pass and shoot. On the longest 2-point shot you will see on the court. Strong shot. Rebound by Prowl. And now a 3-pointer for Lufer. No good this time. Looking around for Serby. Serby finds Eliza Benner. Benner's too strong on the shot. Rebound by Blumenshine. And Kolak moving lane. But dribbles around.
Last touchdown for basketball. Rear in the game for Mustangs is number 23, Alexis Yoder.
Alexis Yoder and Brooklyn Wolf are back in for the Lady Mustangs. Here's Benner. Benner trying to find Jordan Briggs. Ball's loose. Backed up by Benner. Over to Serby. Serby trying to dribble to the right wing, and that is a shot. No good. Blumenshine with the rebound. Blumenshine corrals it. A floater. Too strong. Arm straight up. Good defensive pressure, but fine shot for Eliza Benner. I don't know. Eliza Benner now has 7 points.
Re-entering the game for West Berry's number 13.
The play for Newport against Susquehanna, who had the most points of the game, was Jillian Serby. She had 6 points in the loss against Susquehanna yesterday. And now Eliza Benner, who had 0 points in that game, has 7 in the first half. Next, a 9-point game once again. And trying to make it 12 on a 3. Allison Lufer. That's her third, and she has 11 points now in the first half.
Out of bounds, stays with the Buffs.
Allison Lufer out on herself again. She's 3 for 5 from downtown so far in this game. Pass taken away by Lufer. There's Kolak. Kolak in trouble. Finds Brooklyn Wolf. Wolf trying to get it back. Ball's grabbed by Mia Smith. Back over to Kolak. And 3-point perimeter shot short this time for Lufer. Lufer's like, oh man, what was that? Sorry, that's okay. Wasn't perfect that time. Before the shot, I believe, a foul occurs on West Perry. That's Alexis Yoder.
Personal foul called on West Perry number 23, Alexis Yoder. That's her first, team's second.
2:52 to go here before halftime. We'll have a halftime report coming up shortly. And about pass tipped by Yoder. Goes right back out. Inbound, and once again, this has been a very good day for West Perry in terms of defending the inbound pass past the baseline. They get a lot of interceptions and maybe a foul like they just had here for Jordan Briggs. Inbound passes haven't been working so far for the layups. 3-point shot for Kolak, money.
Campbell Kolak for three.
Travel violation on Emma Whistler.
Re-entering the game for West Perry will be number 15, Audrey Gardner, number 30,
Audrey Gardner
Haley Prout.
and Haley Prout are back in for the Lady Mustangs. There's Luper. Three-point shooting, doing very well for the West Perry Lady Mustangs so far. Kevin Kolak goes up the baseline, takes a shot off the glass, off the mark. Rebound by Briggs. Briggs looking for a pass, intercepted. And now potential breakaway. Instead, Allison Lufer backs it up. There's Kolak. Kolak to Lufer. Lufer over to Audrey Gardner. Gardner corner free. Off the rim. Strong run and a better shot for Eliza Benner. Eliza Benner has found herself a game out of 11 points for Newport. She has 9 of those points. And timeout called by the West Perry Lady Mustangs. And tonight, the exclusive coverage of the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament is brought to you by the Bank of Landisburg and by PeCo Landscapes. After today, the next Perry County High School Championship Tournament event will be on Monday and Tuesday, the last Monday and Tuesday of 2025. On December 29th and 30th, we will be at Susquehanna High School for the Perry County Boys Basketball Championship Tournament. So back here after the Newport timeout, Lion Mustangs will have possession up by 13. One moment said about from Shannon Dyer, the head coach for West Perry, during that timeout when the team is up by 13. So make sure everything is correct in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Back over to Lufer. Lufer dishes it over to Gardner. Gardner with a 3-point shot. Just short. Out by Julian Serby. Here is Serby with perimeter 3 off the glass, off the mark. Rebounded by Haley Proud. There's Gardner. Gardner over to Blake Dyer, who just came in. Back over to Gardner. Gardner back to Dyer. Dyer over to bunch of Mustangs. Good passing around. Hey, Mustangs trying to get a three-pointer perhaps, or maybe just trying to hang on to the ball in the final 42 seconds. And here is the three-point shot, strong for Audrey Gardner, out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Newport basketball. Entering the game for first
We have a
time,
couple comments on here from the Facebook page. We see Denise saying, "Get him a Haley," and there's room for a Haley Prowl. And Judith, here, we'll see what she's saying. Watching from Facebook. Thanks, Alex. Great job. Thanks. Ball goes out of bounds. And there was actually a foul on Audrey Gardner. And to the line is Jillian Serby for the first time tonight. And Serby off the back rim.
Number 24, Jillian Serby.
Second attempt for Serby. Pinball's out. Serby 0 for 2 from the line. And now a deep three-point shot, and that is from deep and money for Audrey Gardner. Audrey Gardner with her first three here tonight. 3 points for her. And now this ball goes right through the hands of Gabby Benner. Ball goes out of bounds with 8.5 seconds remaining. For the end of the first half, Lady Daneker and Hetty Prowl are back out. There's Campbell Kolak. And you have to take a shot. And that is off the mark. And that will take us to the end of the first half. Let's Prairie up big, 27-11. And we'll be back in a couple minutes for the halftime report in our Constellation game. One of these two teams is going to start 0-2, while the other one will start 1-1. And we'll be back for the halftime report. You are watching the 52nd annual Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament Constellation game. West Prairie versus Newport, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports on Facebook page and on PeCo Talk Sports Talk YouTube channel. We'll be back for halftime here at Greenwood High School. Here back for a halftime report. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, the West Prairie Lane Mustangs up big 27-11. This game went a little bit back and forth. The West Prairie Lane Mustangs started this game on a 15-0 run before the Newport Buffaloes had a little bit of a run of their own. But back and forth we go, and the Lane Mustangs have their largest lead of the game at this point. A 16-point lead, 27-11. Here is the first half scoring summary for both teams. First for the Newport Buffaloes. Only 2 players scoring for the Newport Lane Buffaloes. You got Emma Whistler, who went 2 for 2 from the free throw line in the first quarter. She has 2 points. And leading the way for Newport with 9 points is Eliza Benner. Eliza Benner had 0 points yesterday, but here she's got 9 in the first half. Trying to mix it up a little bit on the scoring book for the Newport Lane Buffaloes. Meanwhile, for the West Prairie Lane Mustangs, 1 point for Haley Proud, going 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Audrey Gardner had a 3-pointer in the same quarter. She has 3 points. Addison Looper has been amazing from downtown, 3 for 5 from 3-point range, and she has 11 points so far. And Campbell Kolak leads the West Prairie Lane Mustangs with 12 points. Campbell Kolak having herself a good tournament. She had 18 points yesterday. She has 12 already in the first half. Well, it is Saturday, and you know what that means. Besides a bunch of tournaments in the high school season, you talk about conference championships in college football. Right now, there's only one college football game happening right now. That is happening down in Atlanta. Of course, we're talking about the SEC championship game. And at the start of the fourth quarter, it looks like the Georgia Bulldogs with a 21-0 lead over the Crimson Tide from Alabama. Of course, later today in the Big Ten championship game, the Big Ten championship with the 1 versus 2 team in the country. 2 undefeated teams, both very likely going to get a first-round bye in the college football playoff. As we'll see, number 1, Ohio State taking on number 2, Indiana. The Hoosiers, first time ever in the Big Ten championship game. That's kind of like a home game for them because it's at Indianapolis. Indiana University campus is less than an hour away from Indianapolis, so that's going to be a big game for sure in Indianapolis starting at 8 o'clock tonight. Got to be seeing a lot of red, that's for sure. There in the Big Ten championship game. Well, you also got a few tournaments on the boys basketball side here in the PIAA. West Prairie is at Topahawken for the annual tip-off tournament, and the West Prairie Mustangs in boys basketball got a big win yesterday in that tournament. I'm trying to figure out the score of that one. Hold on, am I looking at the right one? Yes, I am. Hold on, where's West Prairie? They're in 4A, right? Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, West Prairie is in 5A now. I forgot about that. But, yeah, West Prairie, they're in 5A in basketball now, in boys basketball. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, West Prairie boys basketball have 50-43 victory yesterday. Rather close at Topahawken yesterday against PeCo Valley. West Prairie boys basketball taking on Upper Perkiomen tonight in the tip-off championship game at Topahawken. Let's see who else. Prairie County Wise. Greenwood Wildcats, they have a tournament going on right now. They had a dominant, they were at Shikellamy for a tip-off tournament, and Greenwood boys basketball had a 46-30 victory last night against Hughesville out of District 4. And let's see, I know we have a Newport score as well. Yep, Newport had a tough loss yesterday in their tournament. They were at Kutztown, where the Newport Buffaloes had a tough 39-25 loss against Kutztown. And let's see, Susquehanna, I know they have a tournament too. Let's see, Susquehanna, where is Susquehanna at? Are they in 4A now? Looking at the power rankings, yep, Susquehanna is in 4A, and they are 1-0 as well. With the Susquehanna Blackhawks are at Bickerville, and the Susquehanna Blackhawks defeated the hometown Bickerville Canners yesterday by a score of 58-49. So overall, pretty good day for Perry County boys basketball. That is the next Perry County Championship event coming up in the high school level. That will be at Susquehanna on Monday and Tuesday, December 29th and 30th. We'll be at Susquehanna for the Perry County Boys Basketball Tournament, where you'll see the same two semifinals there at Susquehanna like we saw yesterday. It will be Newport versus Susquehanna and West Perry versus Greenwood. And so that'll be at Susquehanna on December 29th and 30th. And that's going to wrap up. Do we have any more comments from the Facebook, YouTube? No. Oh, I see one more. One just came up. Way to go, West Perry from Kathy. Thank you, Kathy, for watching. West Perry Lady Mustangs are doing good. And that's going to wrap up our Perry County Talk halftime report. As we'll get you set for the start of the second half. West Perry out by 16, 27-11. This is the 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship Tournament Constellation game. West Perry versus Newport, exclusively on the Perry County Talk Sports on Facebook page and on the PeCo Sports Talk YouTube channel. The Greenwood Wildcat Foundation works to provide funding and support for innovative educational programs not within the Greenwood School District's traditional budget or curriculum. Programs are funded through charitable donations as well as special events and fundraising activities. Donation baskets are available at the concession stand. For more information, contact them at Greenwood Wildcat Foundation at gmail.com or look them up on Facebook. Let's play Lady Mustangs sing a little bit of time during the halftime break. As we are back rolling here at Greenwood High School. Thank you so much for tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball. Back guy here with the West Perry Lady Mustangs. Getting the ball first. Here we go with Mariah Blumenstein. Three-pointer shot short. Out of bounds. Blumenstein tried to corral it. Try to get her own rebound. Lady Mustangs. Lady Buffaloes will have it back. Here's Jordan Briggs. Jordan Briggs one-on-one against Blumenstein. Briggs goes over to Jillian Serby. And the shot here for Serby. A foul comes. And Jillian Serby for the third and fourth time will go to the line shooting two. Camel Kolak caught on her first foul. First off the third quarter. A very clean game for both of these teams. And Jillian Serby buries the first free throw. Second free throw for Jillian Serby. Off the back rim. Offensive rebound almost. Out of bounds. What the officials say? Newport ball.
Newport basketball.
Here's Briggs. Briggs shot is blocked by a couple of Mustangs and taken back by the Lady Mustangs. Lee Danker with the steal. And straight away free, and just like in the first half, Addison Luther with her fourth three-pointer of the game. She now has 14 points. What an impressive three-point shooting display for the West Perry Lady Mustangs. Shot off the mark. And here's Campbell Kolak off the mark. Offensive rebound. Once again, our offensive rebound. That's three in a row now for Lady Mustangs. And getting the shot up is Haley Prow. Haley Prow will go to the line shooting two for the second time. First foul on Gabby Benner. Here's Haley Prow. Shooting 2. And Brown gets the first. And Brown now 2 for 3 from the line. Audrey Garner in for the Lady Mustangs. Okay, Brown, her second. Short. Off the front rim. Here's Briggs. Briggs and nice dish over to Gabby Benner. Offensive rebound. High shot. Off the mark. Rebounded by Blumenstein. Here's Prowl. Prowl moving forward. And a legal block is going to be called on Jordan Briggs. Briggs called on the block. Now a shooting foul, so the Lady Mustangs will maintain possession.
Briggs' second foul. Team's second in the third quarter.
Now in for Lady Mustangs, number 25 has Alana Morrison back in. And shot blocked. Jillian Serby. And a foul. And it's a foul on the other trying for Mariah Blumenstein. That's her first. That's now 10 personal fouls in this game for Lady Mustangs, and 9 of them are from one player. Tough shot for Serby. Corralled by the Lady Mustangs. Addison Looper having herself a big day. Her second career game, 3-point shot. Just short for Gardner. And a long 2-point shot for Briggs. Off the backboard, off the back rim. Corralled by the Lady Mustangs. There's Newport, back over to Kolak. 3-point shot coming for Audrey Gardner. Strong. And jump ball. And 2-point possession. Buffalo's desperation time for this one. And they start down by 19. Shot way off the mark. Bat down. Corralled by Serby. A lot of scoring chances in this one for both teams. Both teams have only 1 point so far in the third quarter. Remember, this was a breaker for a hard foul, and there's the technical foul. That's going to be called on Jordan Briggs, trying to strip the ball away from Blumenstein, but Blumenstein hung on to the ball, and she gets slammed down. That is or no, not a technical foul, and it's actually intentional. Usually when a referee has their arms up, it usually means technical foul, but no, it was an intentional foul, so it's a little, or, no, it is a technical foul. I was about to say. John Briggs called on the technical. Mariah Blumenstein will shoot 2. She hits the first. Sam free throw short for Blumenstein. Gotta be careful now. Jordan Briggs called on the technical.
Addison Ostott, reader in the game for the Mustangs, number 20, Brooklyn Wolf. After the intentional foul, remains West Perry basketball.
No, I don't call it intentional, I guess. So it's not really a technical. I'm kind of confused on that. So, yeah. All right, here we go. Moving forward now, a 20-point lead for the Lady Mustangs. Legislate tonight, and smart strategy here for Elena Morrison getting a shot up. And Jillian Serby is called on her 4th personal.
Heading the line to shoot a pair from Mustangs,
So Atlanta Morrison will shoot 2. And that's well short for Atlanta Morrison. Atlanta Morrison, also a member of the West Prairie field hockey team. Won the state championship 2 years ago for the Mustangs. And second free throw also short for Morrison. Newport fans still hopeful, and a deep 3-point shot for Emma Wessler off the mark. Rebounded, corralled by Brooklyn Wolf. Wolf in the clear lane. Nice passing here. Morrison trying to get a shot up. It looked to be a hold, but it's not called. Lane Buffalo's good. Good defensive stop here. Back in for West Perry, or Alyssa Moret for the first time. And Mia Smith is in, and now a timeout is called. 3:40, timeout by Lane Mustang, so it'll be just a 30-second timeout. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for basketball? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, that is PIAA.org. Perry County Athletic Directors Association championships are sponsored by the Newport Social Order of the Owls, proudly sponsoring Perry County Scholar athletes since 2013. Back here after the West Perry timeout. And strong shot corralled by Brooklyn Wolf. Low to Moret. This is Smith. Over to Gardner. Gardner dishes it back to Moret. And Leon Morrison gets the shot up. Yeah, some of these players, like for example, Alyssa Moret, we did not see them play at all yesterday against Greenwood. With a 20-point lead, Shannon Dyer getting some of the younger players out on the floor. And there's a foul there on Gabby Benner. Leon Morrison once again goes to the line, and once again her free throw is short. Leon Morrison looking for that big free throw. She's been short all 3 times, making it short all 4 times. 0-4 and Leon Morrison from the line. And a nice shot. It banks in for Eliza Benner. Eliza Benner had 9 points in the first half. Here she has 2. And the third. Passing right here for Lane Mustangs. Alyssa Moret with a 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Allison Ottstein, and now ball taken away by Lane Mustangs. A potential breakaway shot, and that is no good for Mia Smith. Mia Smith had a potential breakaway, but the shot was just under the basket. Newport Lake Buffaloes back over to Emma Whistler. And Whistler back over to Gabby Benner. Or to Ottstadt. That's a high shot off the side of the backboard. Now a deep 3-point shot from downtown Moret, and now offensive rebound, and it's good for Brooklyn Wolf. Brooklyn Wolf with the offensive rebound and the score. Back to a 20-point lead. Largest lead of the game for the West Perry Mustangs. After a tough loss yesterday, and a pass intercepted. Breakaway. Mia Smith with a shot and gets it for 2. Mia Smith with her first 2 points of the game. And now a 22-point lead, and timeout called by the Lane Mustangs. It's once again a 30-second timeout. Let's take a look at some college football scores, shall we, during this timeout? Yes. the SEC championship game, and Alabama is now on the board with a touchdown. They have the ball back on their own 4, however. 9:06 to go in the fourth quarter. The Georgia Bulldogs are up 21-7 in the SEC championship game. I did hear earlier, I don't know if it's true or not, but the Penn State Nittany Lions, it seems like we now know that they will be at the Pinstripe Bowl New York City at the Bronx and Yankee Stadium. The only thing we don't know is who they're going to face. Like, a lot of people are saying it's going to be Penn State versus Pitt. I don't think that's going to be the case because at the end of the regular season, Pitt was ranked. They were up in the top 25. Even though they had a tough loss in their last game, they're still ranked higher than Penn State. And so, like, they try to narrow it down a little bit. You know what I'd like to see in the Pinstripe Bowl? Penn State versus Clemson. Two teams that were in the top 10 at the beginning of the season. And then having a massive slump to be bowl eligible, barely. Yeah, I would love to see Penn State versus Clemson in the Pinstripe Bowl. And we'll find that out sometime tomorrow during the College Football Playoff Selection Show, where all the other bowl games will be announced. Some will have been announced already. So here we go, final minute of the third quarter.
Personal foul called on Westbury.
Foul called on Ruddy Daniker. That's her second. Team's third of the third quarter. By the way, West Perry is now in the bonus. 5 personal fouls on Newport in this quarter. And here's the shot. Off the mark for Serby. Might have been tipped by Daniker. And here's the foul. And West Perry will go up to the line shooting 2.
Personal foul called on Newport number 14, Jordan Briggs, her 4th.
That's Jordan Briggs' 4th.
Westbury is in the bonus. Heading the line to shoot pair is number 30, Haley Brown.
So Haley Proud with Westbury in the bonus is going to go to the line. She's 2 for 4 so far from the line here tonight. And dribbles around and it goes in. Eliza Benner now back in for Lay Buffs. Coming in for Jordan Briggs. One more coming for Haley Proud. And she hits them both. 24-point lead for the West Prairie Lane Mustangs. Eliza Benner almost took her eye off the ball there for a moment on the dribble. And strong shot for Benner. Rebound by Blake Dyer. Dyer dishes it over to Smith. Smith dishes over to Campbell. To Daniker. Mustangs looking for something in the final 30 seconds off the third quarter. Here's Blake Dyer. Blake Dyer dishes it over to Smith. 3-point shot for Alyssa Moret. Off the mark. Trying to keep it in. There was Haley Prowl. 17 seconds to go in the third. Lady Buffaloes taking their time on this one. Newport Lady Buffaloes trying to avoid an 0-2 start to their season. And now Newport dishes it back. A free, and that's what Newport did at the buzzer. Emma Whistler with the 3 at the buzzer. And that's the end of the third. West Perry 38, Newport 17. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter here in our consolation game. West Perry up by 21. back here in for the start of the fourth and final quarter here in our Constellation game. Coming up next is the Perry County Championship between the hometown Greenwood Wildcats and the Susquehanna Blackhawks. Susquehanna back in the Perry County Championship for the first time since 2022. While Greenwood will be looking to win back-to-back Perry County Championships for the first time since doing so back in 1980s. Here we go, and Shannon Dyer did not like something going on offensively for Lady Mustang, so Shannon Dyer is going to call a timeout. The last time that the Greenwood Wildcats have won back-to-back Perry County Championships was back, actually in the 90s. I take that back. It was 1995 and 1996. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting championship game later on for sure, because we got two teams who are kind of even with each other, and Susquehanna has 12 Perry County Championships in the history of this tournament, while Greenwood has 11. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Two high-scoring offenses that we saw yesterday, now going head-to-head. Coming up next, right here on Facebook and on YouTube. Do we have any more comments on who is watching where now? Yeah, please let us know if you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook. We are curious of which one we might want to keep. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to keep both of them. But, yeah, it's exciting stuff thanks to the financial contributions from the Bank of Landisburg. So here we go with after the West Play timeout. And here's a three-point corner shot off the mark for Campbell Kolak. Offensive rebound for Prowl. Prowl dishes it back to Lufer. Lufer gets one up. And here comes the foul. I believe it's got to be on West Prairie after a Newport rebound from Eliza Benner. Lady Daniker now called on her third personal foul. There is Emma Whistler. Now be careful, you have two Newport players who have 4 personal fouls. Now, one of them is on the floor right now. That is Jordan Briggs. Good looking shot for Better, Eliza Better. Crosses over the back rim. It's off the mark. West Prairie Lady Mustangs. We're just over a minute and 10 seconds into the fourth and final quarter. In our Constellation game, Blumenstein with a good shot. And too strong of a shot. Offensive rebound once again. Goes all the way back to Prowl. Here's Lufer with a 3-point in and out.
Jump ball called.
Good tussle here, and jump ball is called. Possession arrow pointing towards the Newport Lady Buffs. Some fans from Greenwood and Susquehanna starting to make their way into the Greenwood gym. Waiting for a Perry County Championship. Shot for Emma Wessler off the mark. And Blumenstein got her eye off, and oh man, looks like that might something's happening here with Mariah Blumenstein. But at first, it looked like Blumenstein miscalculated the shot and went off her head, but instead it looks like it's got to be something wrong with her ankle. I can't tell if that's a cramp or if she twisted it up a little bit. I think that's why. Is that what that is? Was it the metal plate in the floor here at Greenwood High School? Those metal plates, they are used usually for volleyball nets. So, and that's one of the risks of playing basketball here on a hard floor. I'm pretty sure every high school gym in America has those, and it's can be tough when you misstep because that does bend down on the floor a little bit. So, yeah, it looks like a twisted ankle perhaps. We see Shannon Dyer come over to the aid of Mariah Blumenstein. And she was looking. Do we potentially have a replay of what might have just happened there, or nah? Too long ago. Okay. Yeah. So. I don't exactly want to take the replay. Yeah. But yeah, Blumenstein. Oh man, not gonna try to put any weight down on that left ankle for Mariah Blumenstein. She has to be helped off the court. All right, Blue and Shiny Junior for the Lady Mustangs. Audrey Gardner will now come in. Okay, right, Blue and Shiny is okay. A lot of big contributors for West Bay girls basketball in recent years. So here we go, back in action. And good passing, a strong shot, just a bit short, however. An offensive rebound, and once again more rebounds by Jillian Serby. Jillian Serby with the rebound. There's Jordan Briggs, wide open look for three, buries it.
Long two for Jordan Briggs.
No, they actually called that a two. Okay, it's a very long two for Jordan Briggs, but that's her first 2 points of the game. (38-21), and now a three-point shot trying to get it back is Lufer. Lufer has been struggling in the sticking house from downtown. Ball corralled by Lufer. Over to Campbell Kolak. Kolak long two, blocked, but a foul commences from Emma Whistler.
Newport, number 5, Emma Whistler. Her second, team's first of the fourth quarter.
And while the shooting foul, Campbell Kolak's got to go to the line shooting two. Kept quiet in the third quarter. Kolak misses the first.
At the line, shooting one more.
Campbell Kolak had 12 points in the first half. Campbell Kolak, second free throw, solid. (39-21) for the West Pele Mustangs. And that was a smart move for Eliza Benner. This will be her second trip to the free throw line. There you go. That's her fourth personal foul. So you gotta be careful now for Lady Daneker. And too strong of a shot for Benner. Eliza Benner's second free throw is good. Eliza Benner out with 12 points. Less than 5 minutes to go. Parlay Buffalo's Ray tensing up the pressure a little bit. And that's a good takeaway, a good strip away from Eliza Benner. And now a deep point free. Off the mark for Emma Whistler. It looked like she might have had more time to take that shot, but she hurried it. And it's off the mark. I am Morrison back in along with Brooklyn Wolf. Emma Whistler dishes it out over to Eliza. Eliza Benner trying to do everything herself. Shot off the glass. Breaks back over to Whistler. Whistler, good screen for Serby. Serby trying to get it back, and she lost it over to Audrey Gardner. Good pump fake for Jillian Serby, or excuse me, for Campbell Kolak. Kolak gets it back. Here's Wolf. Wolf's pass deflected and taken away by Jordan Briggs. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. Coming up next, the 52nd annual Perry County Girls Basketball Championship game. Greenwood versus Susquehanna. There's Benner. A lob pass. And the foul before the shot came out, so the basket doesn't count. And it's actually not a shooting foul at all. The second foul for Elena Morrison, however. And now back in for Lady Mustangs is Mia Smith. Mia Smith, excuse me. And there's a shot, good pass and shoot, and that is good for Emma Whistler. Wrestler now with 7 points in the game. And jump ball. It will stay with the Mustangs. After today, both these teams will be back on the road. So next for both teams, the West Prairie Lane Mustangs will be on the road on Wednesday in a Mid-Penn Conference Colonial Division matchup at Gettysburg. And Susquehanna, for Newport, they will be back on the road on Tuesday and free for Campbell Kolak this time. Luther on the assist. Campbell Kolak piling on a little bit here. And now a takeaway for Luther. And she'll get the shot off and draw some fouls. So as Luther will go to the line shooting 2 for the first time tonight. Second, third foul on Emma Whistler. And first free throw and night for Addison Luther is off the mark. The Newport Buffaloes, their next game will be on Tuesday. They'll be up at Mifflintown taking on the Juniata Indians. Tuesday night for Newport's next game. Second free throw off the mark as well, but offensive rebound. And Lane Mustangs get it back. Addison Luther going for free, rolls out. That's a tough break for the West Prairie Lane Mustangs. Addison Luther frustrated, not just for missing both free throws, but also Ram not doing any favors on that three-pointer. And nobody going Gabby better, but her shot gets blocked anyway. Here come the Lane Mustangs. Over to Blake Dyer. Dyer to Kolak. Kolak shot strong. Offensive rebound for Morrison. The ball goes out. Or no, stays in for Newport Lane Buffaloes. There's Briggs. Back over to Emma Whistler. And a shot there for Eliza Benner. And a foul. Brooklyn Wolf called on her first personal foul. So Eliza Benner once again will go to the line. She was 2 for 4 so far from the line. Good one for Eliza Benner.
Checking back into the game for the Mustangs, number 21, Sage Miller, number 23, Alexis Yoder.
Alexis Yoder now in. Mustangs. And bingo for Eliza Benner. She has made 3 in a row now. This is Kolak. Kolak with a floater from the elbow. Off the mark. Very quick foul after Eliza Benner had the rebound. And that's now 5 fouls in the fourth quarter on West Prairie. So Newport's now in the bonus. And Eliza Benner once again shooting a pair. First foul on Sage Miller, who just came in after the last pair of free throws. And first free throw this time for Benner is short. Second free throw good for Benner. Eliza Benner now leads the Newport Buffaloes with 15 points. Less than 2 minutes to go. West Prairie Lane Mustangs are less than 2 minutes away from starting the season 1-1. Shot, rebound by Benner. Blake Dyer gets it. Back to Dyer after a dish from Mia Smith. Blake Dyer, back to Smith. Over to Kolak. Pass right here for LA Mustangs. Blake Dyer thought about shooting free. Instead, it's Kolak shooting it. And Jan Dyer was trying to call a timeout when the ball was loose. And fortunately for him, the Lady Mustangs get the ball back. A full timeout with exactly 1 minute to go here in our consolation game. Yeah, I think we see a new comment popping up here from our Facebook page from Crystal saying, "Way to go, Campbell." Yeah, Campbell Kolak, a freshman, she has been doing very good in this tournament. No doubt, she is having a great start to her high school career. 18 points yesterday, and so far for Campbell Kolak, she has 16. Same number of points that Newport had all told yesterday as a team. And now back here after the West Prairie timeout, the pass and shoot, the shot is no good. But Blake Dyer gets the offensive rebound and gets her first 2 points tonight. Less than a minute to go, the West Prairie Lady Mustangs looking for a big win. And it's better. Back to Whistler. Whistler 1-on-1 against Blake Dyer. Nobody around Benner. And offensive rebound for Eliza Benner. And the second shot, just a bit short. Offensive rebound for Gabby Benner. Alyssa Moret called on her first foul. And shooting a pair is Gabby Benner. Scoreless so far tonight. And first free throw off the mark. Second free throw. Solid for Gabby Benner, excuse me. Lady Mustangs will meet up with Gettysburg in our next game. And here's a tough shot. And put back good for Alexis Yoder, her first 2 points of the game. Newport trying to do quick work. And Lady Mustangs get it back. Blake Dyer with it. Foul thing will take off. And the West Prairie Lady Mustangs, after a tough loss yesterday against Greenwood, they rebound and get a 46-28 victory. 46-28 victory for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs in our consolation game as they go 1-1 through the first 2 games of the season. Meanwhile, for Newport, they dropped to 0-2. A tough start for the Newport Lady Buffaloes. They did better than yesterday for sure against Escondido, but so far Newport Lady Buffaloes with such a small squad, it could be a tough season coming for Newport Lady Buffaloes. Good luck to them on the rest of the season. And the West Prairie Lady Mustangs start their season 1-1 through 2 games. And next hour for both teams, the Newport Buffaloes will be back on the road on Tuesday when they'll head up to Mifflintown in Juniata County to take on Juniata Indians at 6:30. And West Prairie will be back on the road on Wednesday for their next game in the Mid-Penn Canadian Division opener at Gettysburg, 7:30 Wednesday night. Coming up next is our 2025 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship game. The Greenwood Wildcats and Susquehanna Blackhawks are coming out on the floor, and we'll have it ready for you in 15 minutes from now. Until then, I am Alex Ball, the Golden Pipes of Perry County Basketball, saying so long from now from Greenwood High School. West Prairie wins Constellation game 46-28. We'll be back right here on Facebook and YouTube for our championship game.